Hi, my name is Akankshya Upadhyay and I am your English instructor. In today's class, we will be learning about making requests and responding to them. There are so many times we need to make requests and respond, and people make requests to us as well. So this class is really going to be helpful. Let us begin. So let me put down the topic first. That's making requests and responding to them. So first of all, what is a request? When we make request, we ask someone for something or we ask someone to do something. So requests should always be polite. They must be polite because we do not want to sound rude, right? We can make requests by two ways. Either we ask someone if we can help them by doing something, that is asking to do things, or we ask others to do things. Now I shall make a chart for you so that it will be easier to relate later on. We can ask by following ways. Can I do something for you? Could I? Is it all right if I? Is it all right if I do something? Do you mind if I close the door? And there could be two replies. Either the person can accept your request or he can deny. So if you ask, can I lock the door for you? The person could say, yes, sure. Or he can also say, yes, of course. That's fine. If you ask him if it is all right to close the door, if he wants the door to be closed, he can simply say, yes, certainly. And if you say, do you mind if I close the door? He can also say, no, not at all, because he does not mind you doing that. No, not at all. Or he could say, no, of course not. This means he does not have any problem with closing the door. People can also deny your requests by saying, well, I'm afraid I don't want that. Well, I'm afraid I don't want that to happen, plus something. They might also say, sorry, but my friend is coming. Sorry, but my friend is coming, so I want the door to be open. Or they can simply say, the problem is, and start with their problem. This means that they do not want the door to be closed. We can ask others to do things for us. So now we'll look at asking others to do things. We'll make a chart. So here are the questions, and there could be two probable replies, either yes or no. So you can start by saying, can you close the door? Can you? Or simply, could you? You can also say, is it all right? All right. You can also say, is it all right if you close the door? Or you can simply say, I'd appreciate if you would close the door. If you do something. I wonder if you could close the door. I wonder if you could or would something. Do you mind? Do you mind closing the door? Remember, while you use this phrase, you have an ing attached to the verb. That's verb plus ing question. Or you can also write, would you mind closing the door? Now, we look at the replies. If the person is happy to close the door, he can simply reply, yes, of course. Or maybe he could use certainly and just say, sure, I will, and just close the door. And always remember, while asking if he minds, he replies by saying, no, not at all. Or a very simple reply, no, of course not. Now, what if the person denies to your request? He could say, well, I'm afraid I cannot do that. I'm afraid I cannot close the door. The problem is my friend is coming, so I want the door to be open. Or, no, I cannot do that for you. I can't. So now we will look at the examples that is given in our book. Now for the example, we will read the interview with Imran Ansari that's given in our book. So let us begin with the example. Here we have a conversation between a reporter and a doctor, and a reporter wants to know about the term bird flu. So the reporter makes a request by saying, the term bird flu is heard quite frequently these days. Could you please tell us what exactly is bird flu? So Dr. Imran replies by saying, bird flu is the commonly used term for avian influenza, which is a viral infection. Notice here, could you please tell us what exactly is bird flu? The reporter has used the term could you, and the doctor has started his answer directly. He could either say, yes, I shall start, I shall begin, but he chose to do this. So that's perfectly fine. The reporter again makes a request by saying, what exactly is H5N1? Would you mind telling us how it affects humans? The term, would you mind, has been used here. So Dr. Imran replies by saying, no, not at all. Doctor says this phrase because the reporter has made a request by saying, would you mind? And to reply for that, the doctor uses the term, no, not at all. Technically, H5N1 is highly pathogenic avian influenza virus. So he continues the description of H5N1, but he uses no, not at all at the beginning just because of the question structure that starts with, would you mind? The reporter says, the spread of this flu seems to be so fast as if it is transferred by air. I wonder if you could tell us how it spreads so fast. So the reporter is wondering, and he makes a request by the sentence structure starting with, I wonder if you could tell us. Now Dr. Imran starts his reply immediately after, yes, certainly. So he has used this phrase because the reporter says that he is wondering if the doctor could tell us about how it spread so fast. So Dr. Imran replies by saying, yes, certainly. Actually, the flu virus is not transmitted through respiration, and he just continues his explanation. Now we'll go through another request structure by the reporter. Finally, I'd appreciate if you could tell us what precautions we should take against this fatal disease. Dr. Imran replies just after he says, sure. This is another reply structure that we can use to respond to requests that people make. Sure, we should wash our hands thoroughly and frequently. So he starts the answer to the question, to the request. He responds to the request that the reporter has made. So these are the basic ways to make requests and to respond to them. We have come to the end of our lecture today. So let's revise what we have learned today till now. So we have learned that we can make requests either by asking others to do things or by asking others if we can do something for them. So now let us look at how do we ask others if we can do something. So this is a simple table that can guide you about how to make requests and respond to them. So you can do it either by saying, can I do something for you? Could I do something for you? Is it all right if I do something for you? Or do you mind if I do this for you? And the respondent can reply to you either in two ways. Either he can accept to what you've requested, or he can deny to what you've said. If he wants to accept it, he can simply say, yes, sure, and just do what you say. Yes, of course, or simply say, that's fine. If you're making a request by using this phrase, is it all right if I? The person can probably use, yes, certainly. And if you use, do you mind if I do something for you? The respondent will reply to you either by saying, no, not at all, or simply saying, no, of course not. So the person can also deny to what you've requested. And to do that, he can use some phrases such as, well, I'm afraid I cannot do this because of these reasons. Sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to do this because something else has already been scheduled. The problem is that I am unable to do it because of something. So these are the possible replies that you could get. हामीले यो च्याप्टरमा अनुरोध कसरी गर्ने र कसरी अनुरोधलाई रेस्पोन्ड गर्ने भनेर पढ्यौं. यो एउटा सिम्पल टेबलबाट त्यो कुरा प्रष्ट हुन्छ. हामीले कसरी सोध्न सक्छौं भने क्यान आई डु समथिङ, क्यान आई क्लोज द डोर, मैले ढोका बन्द गरिदिउँ भनेर सोध्न सकिन्छ. कुड आई डु समथिङ, कि इज इट अल राइट. हामीले चाहिँ यो चारवटा स्ट्रक्चर युज गर्न मिल्छ. अरू पनि मिल्छ, अहिले मैले चारवटा मात्र देखाएको छु. यो चारवटा युज गर्न मिल्छ. हामीले अनुरोध गरिसकेपछि मान्छेले कि त स्वीकार गर्न सक्छ हाम्रो अनुरोधलाई, कि त उसले नकार्न सक्छ, अस्वीकार गर्न सक्छ. हामीले एउटा क्यान आई क्लोज द डोर फर यु भन्यो भने कि त मान्छेले सिधै हुन्छ यस स्योर भन्न सक्छ, हुन्छ भन्ने भनेको होइन, यस अफ कोर्स हुन्छ भनिरहेछ, द्याट्स फाइन भन्यो भने ठिक छ हुन्छ मलाई केही छैन प्रब्लम भनेर भन्न सक्छ. इज इट अल राइट इफ आई भनेर भन्यो भने चाहिँ ठिक छ त मैले यस्तो गरेँ हुन्छ भनेर सोध्यो भने हुन्छ भन्नको लागि उसले यस सर्टनली भन्न सक्छ कि अनि डु यु माइन्ड इफ आई भनेर भन्यो भने चाहिँ माइन्ड त उसले गर्दैन किनकि उसलाई हुन्छ जस्तो लागेको छ भने त उसले माइन्ड गर्दैन नि त्यही भएर उसले नो नट एट अल मैले माइन्डै गर्दिनँ ठिकै छ भनेर भन्न सक्छ अब त्यो मान्छेले के गरी हाम्रो रिक्वेस्टलाई स्वीकार्न सक्दैन स्वीकार्न उसलाई मन छैन भने उसले के भन्छ भने नाइ भन्छ उसले नाइ चाहिँ कसरी भन्न सक्छ भन्दाखेरि यो फ्रेजेसहरू युज गर्न सक्छ उसले चाहिँ सरी तर मैले अब क्यान आई क्लोज द डोर फर यु भनेर भनेछ भने सरी तर मेरो साथी आउँदैछ भन्यो भने उसले नकारेको भयो क्लोज नगरिदेऊ भनेको भयो वेल आइएम अफ्रेड भन्यो भने होइन त्यो पनि नाइ भनेको र द प्रब्लम इज भनेर उसले कुनै प्रब्लम देखाउन थाल्यो भने पनि यो ढोका लगाएर चाहिँ प्रब्लम हुन्छ त्यही भएर ढोका खुल्लै राख्देऊ भन्न खोजेको हो त्यही भएर त्यो पनि स्वीकारेको होइन यो चाहिँ हामीले आफूले केही काम गर्नलाई रिक्वेस्ट गरेको आस्किङ टु डु थिङ्स अरूहरूलाई चाहिँ सोध्ने मैले यो काम गरिदिउँ त भनेर सोधेको हो अब चाहिँ हामी आस्किङ अदर्स टु डु थिङ्स हेर्दैछौँ त्यो भनेको चाहिँ अरूहरूलाई चाहिँ यो गरिदिनुहोस् भनेर रिक्वेस्ट गरेको हो सो दिस इज आस्किङ अदर्स टु डु थिङ्स सो यु हेभ द सेम सेन्टेन्स स्ट्रक्चर हामीसँग त्यही वाक्य स्वरूपहरू छन् क्यान यु कुड यु इज इट अल राइट इफ यु नोटिस द्याट अघिको स्लाइडमा चाहिँ हामीले आई युज गरेको थियो क्यान आई अब चाहिँ हामी यु युज गरिरहेछौँ किनभने वी आर आस्किङ अदर्स टु डु थिङ्स बिकज वी आर आस्किङ अदर्स इफ दे क्यान डु समथिङ फर अस द्याट इज द रिजन वी युज यु whereas in the previous slide we had used I because we were asking others if I could do something for you. So can you do something? Could you do something? And the possible replies would be yes, certainly. Yes, of course. Is it all right if you turn off the light? Yes, certainly. I'm done with studying. भन्यो भने यसले चाहिँ के भन्न खोजेको भने is it all right if you turn off the light भनेर भन्यो भने मलाई चाहिँ बत्तीले डिस्टर्ब भइरहेछ तिमीले लाइट बन्द गरिदिन्छौ भनेर उसले yes certainly भन्छ भने he has no problem with it. He is just accepting the request. I'd appreciate if you would turn off the light. Sure. I wonder if you could turn off the light or I wonder if you would turn on the light. He can reply by saying sure and he can just turn off the light. Do you mind? Notice we use verb plus ing because we do not say do you mind turn the light off? That's a wrong sentence structure. We say do you mind turning the light off? Would you mind turning the light off? While we make such requests, the respondent can reply by saying, no, not at all. I don't have any problem. No, of course not. यसमा चाहिँ do you mind? Mind भन्ने शब्द युज गरेपछि चाहिँ हामी verbमा ing लगाउँछौँ किनकि त्यो मान्छेले माइन्ड गरेको हुँदैन उसले no, not at all भन्छ. In this case, we are looking at the case where the respondent accepts our request. जसले चाहिँ हाम्रो रिक्वेस्टलाई स्वीकारिरहेको छ हामीले त्यो हेर्यौँ. Now, when the respondent does not want to accept our request, he can deny simply by saying, well, I'm afraid I cannot do that because I'm still studying. Or the problem is I'm not done with my book yet, so I cannot turn off the light for you. I'm sorry. Or he just can say, no, I can't turn off the light. This is all we've planned for today's class. Hope it was a very useful class for you. If you have any suggestions, any complaints, please feel free to write to us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thanks for watching.